Isaiah chapter 62 begins with a powerful declaration of the prophet's commitment to proclaiming the salvation of Jerusalem until it is fully restored. The chapter opens with the assurance that God's righteousness will shine forth like a blazing light, and the salvation of Jerusalem will be seen by all nations. The people of Zion will no longer be called forsaken or desolate, but will be called Hephzibah, meaning my delight is in her, and Beulah, meaning married, signifying that God's favor and presence will return to them. This chapter speaks of the complete restoration of Jerusalem, where the city will once again be a place of honor and glory in the eyes of the nations. The chapter continues by emphasizing that God will rejoice over his people, just as a bridegroom rejoices over his bride. The Lord will bring about the restoration of the people of Israel, and they will be secure in his love. The city's name will be changed, and it will no longer be a symbol of shame, but a symbol of joy, honor, and beauty. The people of Jerusalem will experience a new identity and a renewed relationship with God, marked by his favor, peace, and protection. The chapter portrays a deep intimacy between God and his people, as the city is restored to a place of dignity. Isaiah 62 also describes the role of watchmen who are appointed to pray and intercede on behalf of Jerusalem. They are urged to never be silent, to give God no rest, and to persist in seeking his intervention until he establishes Jerusalem as a praise in the earth. The watchmen are called to be vigilant in their intercession, knowing that God's promises for Jerusalem's restoration will come to pass in his perfect timing. This continual prayer and intercession reflect the urgency of God's people to seek his presence and to claim his promises for their city. The chapter concludes with the promise that salvation will come swiftly, and Jerusalem will be redeemed by the hand of the Lord. The people of Israel will be protected and blessed, and their enemies will be defeated. The Lord will provide for them, and they will be known as a holy people, redeemed by the Lord. The final verses declare that the people of Jerusalem will be called the holy people and the redeemed of the Lord, signifying the deep transformation that will take place in their identity and relationship with God. The chapter ends on a note of hope and victory, with a declaration of the coming glory and honor that God will bring to his people. Let's now read Isaiah chapter 62. For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest, until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth. And the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all kings thy glory, and thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of the Lord shall name. Thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hand of thy God. Thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate, but thou shalt be called Hephzibah, and thy land Beulah, for the Lord delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married. For as a young man marrieth a virgin, so shall thy sons marry thee, and as the bridegroom rejoiceth over the bride, so shall thy God rejoice over thee. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. And give him no rest, till he establish, and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. The Lord hath sworn by his right hand, and by the arm of his strength, surely I will no more give thy corn to be meat for thine enemies, and the sons of the stranger shall not drink thy wine, for the which thou hast labored. But they that have gathered it shall eat it, and praise the Lord, and they that have brought it together shall drink it in the courts of my holiness. Go through the gates, prepare ye the way of the people, cast up the highway, gather out the stones, lift up a standard for the people. Behold, the Lord hath proclaimed unto the end of the world, say ye to the daughter of Zion, behold, thy salvation cometh, behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. And they shall call them, the holy people, the redeemed of the Lord, and thou shalt be called, sought out, a city not forsaken. This ends our reading of Isaiah chapter 62.